Hey, you better have dinner ready for me by the time that I get home.
What are you talking about? Don't I always have dinner ready for you by then? Also, you do realize that I also work, right? I just happen to be good enough at time management to set aside enough time to cook too. But we've talked about this before, and I really would appreciate it if you cooked once in a while. I mean, we're married. Shouldn't we be helping each other when we're able to?
What on earth are you talking about, woman?
Excuse me? What is your deal, Stan?
You said we're married, right? Well, that makes you my wife, which makes it your job to cook. So basically, all you're saying is that you want an excuse to be a bad wife and get out doing your wifely duties. I don't care what excuse you could come up with. I'm the husband. You will do as I say. And I say that it's your job to take care of things at home. Do you really think that you could start bossing me around just because you work too? If you're gonna act that way towards me, then we might as well get divorced.
But, wait, Stan, you're not being fair. You know that I take my work really seriously. I mean, we both earn money and help with the bills. It's not like I'm in some entry position job or something.
That isn't the point, Olivia. The point is, when a woman gets married, she becomes responsible for taking care of everything at home. So either be a good wife or get out of my life.
How can you say something like that, Stan? You really think that I don't have anything better to do with my time? I am seriously at my limits with you.
Yeah. You always say that, but it's not like you've divorced me yet. Probably because you don't have the guts to. You know that you can't do any better than me, so you better just do as I say.
And just what makes you think that I don't have any choice but to stay with you? All I'm asking for is a little help with the work around the house, and you're throwing a tantrum.
I really just can't believe you, Olivia. When are you finally going to learn your lesson? We've been married for years, so what I want to know is why you still haven't learned to cook a decent meal. What's the point of being married to such a useless woman, huh?
Okay then, if you hate being with me so much, why don't you just move out, huh?
Excuse me? I know that you didn't just say that to me. Besides, if anyone needs to move out, it's you.
No, Stan, I work the same hours that you do, and when I'm able to get home on time, I always make sure to have dinner ready for us. But despite all the hard work that I put in, you have never, ever thanked me, even once. Why do you even bother coming home most nights if you hate it so much here?
You better watch how you talk to me, woman. I am not to be trifled with.
And just what are you going to do about it? Why do you always have to be so confrontational? And what makes you think that it's okay to constantly be putting me down like this?
What kind of stupid question is that? I wouldn't have to remind you of your place if you just shut up and cleaned the house and cooked like I asked. Instead, you're always coming up with excuses to get out of doing housework.
I think it's you that's always trying to get out of doing any work around here. I mean, just how much longer are you even going to be staying here anyways? Because I am taking care of things to the best that my schedule and ability allows. If you have a problem with that, then you can help clean up the house.
You never know when to stop, do you? You seriously think you could just run your mouth all you like, huh?
I really don't get it, Stan. Just what in the world makes you think that it's okay to talk to someone like this? Why are you always so rude and angry towards me when I try to talk calmly with you about things?
Don't you tell me what to do. You're my wife, and I'll talk to you however I please, thank you very much.
Your wife? Are you sure about that, Stan?
Oh, please. I know what you mean. I also wonder for how much longer I'm going to call you that. But if you keep up this nasty attitude you have towards me, I can guarantee you that it won't be for long.
No, wait, that wasn't quite what I was saying there.
There you go, trying to walk things back, now that you realize you've screwed up. But if you don't want me to divorce you, you'll just shut up and take care of the house like I ask. Got it?
Stan? Stan, I really think you have no idea just quite where you stand right now. Do you really think you can just keep talking to me like this and not expect any consequences? You really don't seem to understand at all that you're not in a good position to be saying those things to me.
And just what position am I in? You women are all the same. You think you can just boss around your husband all day after you're married. Well, I'm here to bring a little order back to the world, starting with a wife that obeys what I tell her. Now, I have had enough of your backtalk. You are my wife, you will do what I tell you. Sometimes I wonder why I even bother staying married to you at all.
If you want a wife like that, then why don't you just go out and find one then, huh? Because I am definitely not going to be her. I don't know what kind of woman would ever want to marry you if that's really how you think a marriage should work, though.
There you go, running your mouth again. All you're doing is digging yourself a deeper hole. I don't think you know just how lucky you are to have a husband like me, who is kind enough to let you get away with all this.
You. A nice husband.
And just what is that supposed to mean? Of course I'm nice. I'm only acting the way that I am because I have to deal with my horrid witch of a wife who still doesn't understand just how close I really am to divorcing her.
You do realize that we're already divorced, don't you?
What in the world are you talking about now?
I mean that you've been going on and on about how I'm your wife, but we're already divorced. Have you really forgotten about that? The only thing left to settle between us is when you're finally going to be moving out. But I think I've had it with you. So I want you out now.
Wait a second. Hold on. What do you mean we're already divorced? We're still married. Have you gone crazy or something? Why would I be threatening you with divorce if we are already separated?
That's what I'm wondering too. But we have literally submitted the paperwork for our divorce. That's why I'm waiting for you to finally move out of the house.
Wait, divorce papers? What do you mean?
I mean, the papers that a married couple sign when they don't want to be married anymore. What else?
But you mean you annulled our marriage without even telling me about it? Just when did all of this happen?
I told you when I dropped off the papers, Stan. I know for a fact that you've known about this because I know that I told you. I think you just never listen to a word that I say, and that's why you're surprised. But if you don't believe me, then why not call the courthouse yourself? But, wow, I just really can't believe that you thought you and I were still married. It's almost cute if it weren't such a revolting thought.
And just what is that supposed to mean? You're lying to me and I know it. Either that or you really did submit that paperwork without telling me. Because I know that I never gave permission for you to do that, and I never signed anything.
I literally only turned them in 2 weeks ago. How have you already forgotten? Ever since then I've been waiting for you to move out, but I guess you just had no idea you were supposed to. So you can quit trying to order me around and threatening me because we're through.
But that can't be right. So we're really divorced?
Yep, that's what I've been saying this whole time. Now can you please just get out of my house?
But what do you mean?
I mean that the house that we've both been living in belongs to me, and now that we're not married, I would like you out of it. I never want to see you again. Do you understand me?
You just can't kick me out of this house. Besides, it's mine.
Do you really think that you own this house, Stan?
I don't think. I know. And I know that this house is mine. That's another reason why I know you're lying about the divorce. You wouldn't have anywhere else to live. So if what you're really saying is true, then it's time for you to leave the house. And if you want to stay, then you'll have to beg for my forgiveness.
You seriously have no idea what you're talking about at all, do you?
Stop saying that. I know what I'm talking about, Olivia.
If that were true, you would know that only my name is on the deed of the house because I paid for it when we moved in. This was even covered on the paperwork that we signed when we got divorced.
But I mean, when did we even sign these divorce papers, huh?
You don't even remember signing them, do you?
I don't have time to read every little thing that gets shoved on my face. I was probably dealing with it at work and just wanted to get it over with.
Well, if that's how you chose to handle that paperwork, then that's your fault. Man, I wish I had a job where they didn't care at all what I did on company time. You must have it really easy.
So that the house really isn't mine at all.
For the millionth time, no. The house is not yours. It's mine.
That can't be right. It has to be mine. I'm the husband. Of course the house is mine.
Wow, that is a really airtight defense. I would try using that in court and see what happens. Especially after you tell the court about how you don't even remember signing your own divorce papers. But you do remember when we first moved here, we agreed that I would buy the house since I was making so much more money than you were? Then again, I don't know why I expect you to remember anything at this point. But it's not my problem.
I really didn't pay anything for the house at all? Is that really what happened?
Nope. You didn't, nor have you, contributed a single penny to paying for our house. How do you even forget something like that? Actually, no, I don't really care. I just want you out. You don't have a right to be there any longer.
But wait, I mean, are we really divorced?
Do we really have to go through this whole thing again? Yes! We're divorced! We signed the papers, turned them in, had it notarized, and everything!
But I don't remember signing anything. This can't be right. You must have tricked me somehow. I would never do something like that, so I just know that you've got to be lying to me.
I don't know what to say, because I literally remember handing them to you to sign and getting them back in the evening after you came back home from work.
That isn't true, though. That can't be what happened, because that's not how I remember it.
Well, then maybe you should cut back on all the drinking? It's probably giving you brain damage. You do remember why we divorced in the first place, don't you? You were doing the exact same thing that you're doing now. You were ordering me around and treating me poorly. Then you would threaten me with divorce if I didn't do as you say. Well, I got fed up with that. So I said, okay, let's divorce. Got the paperwork, signed it, and then gave it to you to sign.
But that's not what I remember happening.
I don't really care one bit what you remember because it's what happened. How many times are you going to make me go through this before you understand that I'm telling the truth?
I mean, it can't be right.
Well, it is. So just accept it and move on. You were the only one constantly saying that if I wasn't happy doing whatever you said that I should just divorce you. Well, I wasn't happy, so I did. This was all your idea.
Okay, Olivia, maybe we both need to calm down a bit.
I'm very calm. The only thing that's upsetting me, though, is the fact that my ex-husband won't leave the house.
But I was never actually going to divorce you.
What are you talking about?
I mean, I never actually meant what I said when I threatened you. Please, this is too much for me to handle right now. I can't lose you.
Man, you are such a loser. I don't care at all about what you think about our marriage because we aren't married anymore. And while we were married, I hated it because you were a domineering jerk.
That isn't what we're talking about right now. And besides, I was just trying to be strict with you so that you could learn to be a better wife for me.
Oh, well, excuse me for misunderstanding your intent. Had I known that it would have changed everything. Is that what you want me to say to you, you pathetic creep?
Please, why are you being so mean to me?
Because I am sick and tired of your sexist language and the control that you think you have over me. I go to work every day and make more money than you, and you still tried to force me to do all of the housework by myself. You never, ever offered to help me, and all you ever did was complain that I wasn't doing enough.
Please, Olivia, I really didn't know that I was making you so angry with all of that. But please, just calm down.
Has telling someone to calm down ever actually made them calm down? Besides, just why should I even listen to you now that you're nobody to me?
But we could get back together, right? We can make it work. I know that we can. You have to forgive me.
I don't have to do anything for you ever again, Stan. And do you want to know why? Because for the 100th, millionth time, we are divorced!
Don't say that, please. I get it. I may have gone a little overboard with things, but it doesn't mean that we can't fix this. We can still save this marriage.
For the last time, there is no marriage to be saved. Just get out of my house and get out of my life already. If you don't leave, I'm just going to hire a moving company to take you away. Do you understand me? I want you out of the house by the end of tomorrow.
Come on, surely we can work this out. I know that we can fix everything if we just talk.
I can't believe that you're still not getting it. I tried talking to you, and you wouldn't listen. Instead, you just kept up the same attitude that you held to me until just a bit ago. There is nothing to fix now. It's over. You're too late to change anything about this. Now, get out of my house and never ever come near me again. By the end of tomorrow, Stan had packed his bags and was out of the house. I don't know where he went to live after that, but he did try to come back several times and beg me to let him back in. Luckily, I had the locks changed the same day he left, just in case he tried something like that. All his banging on my door only resulted in one of the neighbors calling the police on him. They showed up and asked him to leave. He ended up coming back again, though, and was arrested. In the end, I had to get a restraining order against him. I have no idea how he's doing now, and quite frankly, I really don't care.
Hi, Emmett. Are you guys seriously going to be holding a wedding in the middle of nowhere next week? Is it because you guys couldn't afford anywhere?
Oh, hi, Elise. We had money to pay for the venue, but don't have that much money like you and Mike.
Of course not. We run a company so we're rich, it's an embarrassment to be related to you guys.
Please don't say that, because Luna is your husband's little sister. Don't you love her?
Mike and Luna rarely talk to each other, and also I don't want to waste my time getting to know someone poor.
Did you send me a message because you wanted to say that?
I was just worried about the wedding fee. Were you able to pay for it? I think it costs a lot of money, right?
Well, it did cost a good amount. I might have used up most of my savings.
Oh, so I'm guessing that even if you guys add up all your savings, you'll barely have enough for one wedding, right? I think it's because you guys aren't taking your job seriously.
We might not be giving our all, but it's great working outside in the sun. By the way, you seem really busy working in the city.
Yeah, I need to go a lot of places in one day.
Oh wow, I really respect you.
I'm a businesswoman, unlike you, who just grows vegetables, which anyone can do. You don't understand how hard my job is, right?
Yes, I don't know. Luna and I also really don't go to the city also, so...
If you're a farmer, why not use a truck and do business on your own?
We want to, but we don't know anything about what a salesperson does. All we do is focus on making delicious vegetables.
If you don't know anything about it, then how are you going to sell your vegetables? Oh, wow. Can't believe people like you are going to be part of my family. No wonder Mike doesn't listen to you.
I just don't know things. It's embarrassing.
Yeah, because you didn't graduate college, right? Anyways, I will go now since I've had enough of your stupidness. Good luck with the cheap wedding, which I probably won't go to.
Excuse me?
Did Elise say something to you?
Yeah, how did you know?
You seem a little down.
I actually got a chat from her this morning.
Like, making fun of you? Yeah, she said something like poor farmer. What the hell does she want to do?
I think she's full of herself since she's working at a big city. I mean, I was too when I worked around there when I was younger.
You were young. She's almost 40. Are you serious?
Can you talk to Mike about her and explain how ridiculous she is?
Why? I haven't talked to him for years.
I can talk to him for you. I just thought I needed to tell him because I want to have a better relationship with him, as a family and also business-wise. I just don't want the wedding to be ruined because of her.
It's okay. I will contact him, but can I think about it?
Sure, but why aren't you getting along with him?
It's more like he forgot about us. His missus got successful 10 years ago and he hasn't come home since, so...
Oh, I see. So it's kind of hard to reach him, right? But since you sent an invitation, he might come.
I hope so, but the problem is if he comes, then Elise is coming also. I can't believe that I need to think about a lot of things for my wedding.
Why don't we just relax and watch a movie, drinking wine? Sounds good?
Yes. Thanks, Emmett. Today is your wedding. It's the only day you could be the center of attention. Good for you.
Yeah, I've never seen this much people in a very long time, so I'm excited.
What a pitiful life you've lived. But unfortunately, you will not be the center of attention today.
What do you mean?
We don't want to waste our time going to the wedding because we don't belong there.
Wait, we? Who?
Our relatives? We just don't want to breathe the same air.
You are so rude, but just want to say that everyone is here except for you and Mike, actually.
What?
You should know your place before you make fun of others. Who do you think will listen to you?
Wait, everyone is there?
Yes, I'm so glad.
Why would anyone go to a poor farmer's wedding? Everyone betrayed me.
You're not in elementary school, please. No one will listen to you because they're all grown-ups.
Are you telling me that I'm a kid?
Yes, what? Are you not?
Shut up! Do you know who you're talking to? I just want to warn you that I can ruin your life easily, so you shouldn't say things like that.
I don't think you can do that, though.
Excuse me? I work at a big city, unlike you who work in the middle of nowhere. I have connections with a lot of people, so I can make your farm go out of business.
It looks like you're proud of working in a big city, but don't you just work part-time as a deliverer?
What?
It's an important job, I know, but just wondering about the connections you have. You work part-time, so I thought that you wouldn't want to have much people. You started from the end of last year, right?
Can you stop joking around? I'm a businesswoman. I even showed you my business card once.
That business card was a different person of the same name. You probably made a delivery to that company and found out her name was the same as yours when she signed the receipt, so you asked for her business card, right?
How do you know about this?
I heard that you were showing off that business card in various places and also used it to pay taxes, right? You've done things that are so easy to research.
Research? Okay, you know what? I will tell Mike about this. Sorry, but I need to ruin your farm.
Before telling Mike, you need to do something about this. You used a business card that's not even yours. Don't you think that this is a criminal act?
Do you have proof?
Yeah, I met with the real Elise and also talked to the company about this. I'm actually with a lawyer right now to talk about how much damage misuse of this business card is.
Hold up. Lawyer? What?
You used her card to pay later at the bar you go to, since they'll think that you're able to pay, right? Also, you registered on a dating app using her info. You tried to connect with the CEO of different companies. It's not cheating, but what you did is still unforgivable.
Wait, how do you know so much?
The CEO that you met about 2 weeks ago is an acquaintance of mine, and he's here.
What? Are you joking with me now?
No, he divorced his wife 5 years ago, so I thought it was sad and started the dating app. Oh, and he knows Mike also because he used to work under him. He's asking where Mike is, by the way.
Mike is not going.
But it's his little sister's wedding.
Whatever. He is saying that he's not going.
Really? Did you even tell him about this? I think that you threw away the invitations, right? You really don't want to be relatives with a farmer, huh?
Exactly. Wait! I just turned on the TV, but what the heck is this?
Oh, did you see? Since there are celebrities and CEOs of different companies, there are lots of cameras right now.
Wait, I'm so confused right now.
Our vegetables are used at famous restaurants, and we were actually able to write cooking books for our vegetables. I didn't expect it to be this way. I'm so happy.
I can't believe this. Wait, is that Mike on TV?
Yep, Luna contacted him. We're actually business partners because he uses our vegetables for his restaurant. He was pissed that you threw away all the invitations, by the way.
Well, that's because I thought that Luna wasn't close to him.
That doesn't mean that you can throw it away.
I'm so sorry for that. Wait, I'm going to the wedding. I didn't know that you guys were this famous. I want to apologize to Mike also, so I'm going. I have the invitation, so I should be okay, right?
It's going to take a long time to get here from where you live, so I don't think you'll make it on time.
It's okay. I'm going there right now.
Sorry, but the wedding is going to start, and even if you do come, you can't come in. Mike also told me that he's going to divorce you.
What? Wait! I can't believe this! I'm going no matter what! Even though I won't make it to the ceremony, there's the after party!
I told you, you can't come in! You just want to meet people and make connections, right?
Whatever! Tell me the address right now!
You won't know even if I tell you, because it's in the middle of nowhere. Somehow she was able to make it to our wedding, but since she was a stranger and didn't have the invitation, she couldn't get in. After the ceremony, she apologized to Mike many times, but since there was the incident about the invitation and the dating app, he divorced her. About the misuse of the credit card, the real Elise demanded compensation to the fake Elise, but since fake Elise didn't have any money, she left the city, with the granny bike that she used for work. I don't know what she's doing now, but I wonder how she thinks about herself now. On the other hand, we got married and are still successful farmers. Mike and Luna were able to communicate since the wedding, and Mike comes over to hang out sometimes. I'm glad that everything turned out okay.